Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ready? You ready? Good afternoon. My name is Peyton Edmonds, and this is going to be my flute teaching demo, video one. This is Remington Carter, my flute assistant. Um, he has been practicing for 15 minutes with me before this, so let's give this a whirl. This is his first time really picking up this flute, and let's see how this goes. So, we're going to have three objectives that we're going to focus on today: making a sound, making our flute, and holding our flute. That's the basic idea, and we're going to talk about specifics of how to get that going. So, to make a sound, we got to know where our flute is, how to hold it, things like that. So, when we look at our case, we're going to see that the logo is facing the very top. That's how we know where the top is. Now, to know if it's facing towards us or away from us, we're going to have these latches on the side. We want the latches facing directly towards us. This means that when we latch it, we open it up Holy Grail style, it will go out the top. Let's do that. Holy Grail style, open it up. It's so mighty, it's so beautiful, it's so silver. Now, we're going to look at three parts. We've got three main parts here. We've got the head joint, which is this long piece with a little fat bit on one end with a little hole in it. That's going to be our head joint. That's where our face is going to go. We got this big long piece in the middle. That's going to be our body. And then the smaller piece here on the end is going to be our foot joint. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we get to those pieces. But right now, we're going to think about our head joint. Now, before we can even pick up our own head joint, we need to use the imaginary head joint, which is going to be our finger. This is going to be our imaginary flute. It makes beautiful sounds in our imagination. We're going to take our beautiful flute, whatever color you decide it is, and you're going to pull it right up to the face. Nope, right up. There we go. So whenever we're thinking about where we're putting this, we're putting it in the bridge between our chin and our lower lip. We're going to put it right on the edge of where that fatty part, where the pink is, meets with the skin, right there. That's where our lip plate's going to go, the fat part of our head joint. Now, to produce the sound, we're going to keep it nice, calm, relaxed. Relax those shoulders, relax those elbows, relax that mind, relax the face. Nice and relaxed. Now we're going to say, like we're reading the paper. What a mighty love story. And then to create a sound, we're going to say, poo, 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 poo. There we go. Nice and wonderful. Now, we're trying to figure out with the poo sound where our lips are separating so that we can make that nice, clear, tiny little hole for where our air is going to escape through to go into our mighty, beautiful flute that we have here. Do it one more time. Poo. And focus on where that air is going. Poo. Nice. Wonderful. Poo. Now let's go ahead and take our real flute head joint. Pick it up. Go ahead, pick it up. There we go. Don't be too scared of it. In our right hand, we're going to hold it towards the edge. And in our left hand, we're also going to hold it towards the edge. It doesn't matter how you hold it right now. We're just trying to get kind of comfortable with making a sound. We're going to pull it up to where our imaginary flute joint finger was. We're going to do the same thing. Nice and calm, relax. Relax those shoulders. Relax the body. Relax the face. Nice. And then nice poo with a lot of air. Poo. Awesome. So we're all into a really good spot. So we need to focus on a couple things just to get a good sound going. So there's a couple things that we're going to go ahead and try. First, we're going to try with keeping our nothing moving here. We're just going to take our face. We're going to come off of it. We're going to come right back up to it. Let's focus on making a smaller, nice, clear hole with a straight air. Focusing that air straight forward and maybe just straight down a little bit. That's already a fantastic sound right there. It already is. So let's try it one more time. Take our flute down away from it, just because we need to make sure that this is right. Pull it back up. Relax. Think about what you did right. Think about how you're going to do the exact same thing again. In fact, you're going to do it, but 10 times better. Relax. So try to think about what you did to make that sound, and let's try it one more time. Wonderful. Let's take it down away from our face, and let's try one more time. Bring it up. Poo. That's a wonderful sound. For your first time ever playing the flute, that's going to be a great sound that you can take home and you can practice again later on. And we have a recording, so you can actually take it home and practice it yourself if you'd like to. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on to making our flute / assembly. So, in our left hand, we're going to take our flute and we're going to hold it down by the bottom part of it, just like kind of in that kind of like little area. In our right hand, we're going to go ahead and grab onto our body. We're going to grab it on this open part away from the keys because we don't want to grab anything crazy expensive looking. Because my oh my, we do not want to break this thing. It's beautiful. We spent a lot of money on it. We're going to grab it over in this area, this nice little like open area. We're going to call it the barrel. Grab it with your right hand. Now, we're going to go ahead and match these parts up together the way things should always be. Now, in a light twisting motion, we're going to lightly twist it into place. Wonderful. Now, we have this. With our left hand, we're going to go ahead. Oh, we need to figure out how to align our hole with our keys. So what we want is we want this air hole going straight down in line with our keys. So we're going to hold it up like a telescope, like we're gazing into the stars, and we're going to see, are our keys lining up straight with the hole? If not, let's straighten it out lightly, carefully, making sure not to put any pressure on those keys. Looking a lot better. And looks perfect to me. Now, with our left hand, we're going to hold by the barrel. And with our right hand, we're going to grab the foot joint. Now, to grab the foot joint, we want to make sure to grab it carefully because we just got a bunch of keys sitting in front of us. We're going to make a hand like some give me my money hand. It's going to be our give me my money. I want my money. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our flute. When we grab our head joint, we're going to grab it and hold it in that same idea. So we pick it up and we hold it just like that. Nice. So we're going to have our fingers, our thumb against the keys, and we're going to press down just a little bit to open up those keys. We're not putting too much pressure, just enough. Nice. Now we're going to put that with our thumb facing up straight into the bottom of our flute. Same idea, light twisting motion. Now, what we want is to align. A common mistake is people will pick up their flute and they'll put it together like this, with the keys going straight across all the way. But that's a common problem that we always face and we don't like. What we want to do actually is rotate just enough to where we have the rod going through the keys. So we have the rod, the keys, the air hole. Hold it up like a telescope, make sure that it looks perfect to you. Looks great. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take our flute and we're going to set it down now real quick. We're going to establish how to hold this flute now because we got to figure out how to hold this thing. So we've established what our first point of balance already is. There's 3 points of balance that we're going to focus on. Our first point of balance is correct. That's going to be our lip plate and our lip. The lip plate to our lip. It's going to be a first point of balance where our body is going to hold onto our flute. Our second point of balance is going to be with our left hand. The left hand, we're going to go up and we're going to make like a cat paw. Go Bearcats. Go Bearcats. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to flip it around like we're going to eat a burger. Nice big old hamburger. The biggest hamburger you've seen in your life. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to assign our keys to our fingers. Looking down on the flute in front of us, you can see that I've already marked out what our keys are going to be. Our right, starting with our left hand, our big pointer finger is going to be on the green key, which is the first big open key. And then we're going to 1, 2 skip a few. Middle key is going to go to the orange. And then the third key, the third finger, our ring finger, is going to go to the pink. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now, our pinky is going to come up here and it's going to touch this little banana-shaped key. We're going to call it the banana key. Our pinkies, we're going to find this out pretty quickly. Our pinkies love fruit. They always love fruit. They're going to go around with the fruit-shaped keys. Now, with our thumb, it's going to go on this back area. Wonderful. Now, with our right hand, we're going to do the same thing, but mirrored opposite. So we got our cat paw. Our pointer finger is going to go in the green. cat paw facing outwards. 1, 2 is going to go on orange. 3 is going to go on pinky and on pink. And then our pinky is going to go on. It's going to be this pear-shaped looking key right in front of us, right next to us. It's going to go right there for right now. There we go. Now, figuring out where our points of balance are, let's go ahead and hold our flute up naturally to our face. Now, what we want is our fingers to we want to make sure this pinky gets up here. Our points of balance is going to be, our first point of balance is going to be with our chin. Second point of balance is going to be the fat part of our finger next to this flute. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. And our third point of balance is going to be our thumb, which is going to be located a little bit back and a little bit behind beneath this green key right here where our pointer finger is. You're going to be able to kind of squeeze down a little bit there. You should be able to open it up and then close it. Now this is already a really good form. Now what we wanted to kind of do is we're going to kind of just lightly push our body forward just a little bit. We're in like a swivel chair, so it's kind of hard to see. We're going to relax. We're going to drop our elbows a little bit. There we go. Relax our shoulders and keep our flute in a nice straight angle. This looks like a professional flute player to me already. You've kind of convinced me. This is going to be my lesson for the day. I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. Do not. You did not, just right at the end. I'm going to have to cut that out for sure.